You may now begin.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Présentation ECE INSEEC. We would like to thank you all for being here today. One day, I read a quote from Gandhi saying, "To change the world, you have to change yourself first." I thought it was interesting, but the real meaning only came to me after 2 years of self-involvement in helping people with Enactus. My name is Mark. I am a second-year student and a team leader from this year, which is composed on this stage of Julia, 16, Jérémy, Majid, and Suat, a first-year student and the team leader for the next year. We are the 6 out of 17 students who gave us the opportunity to come here to present you what we have done during this year. From our most advanced project to our brand new one, let me introduce you. The Youth Job Mobility, which is giving the opportunity to youth living in rural areas to have an access to the employment market. The Fair Gardens, which is creating jobs through selling environmentally friendly fruits and vegetables. And finally, the Solidarity Clause, which is allowing people with low incomes to be at their best for the job interview. As you will see, all our action takes place in France, but especially in the Rhône-Alpes region. This way of processing was chosen because our strategy is to act locally in order to widen our action in an international range. So, Jérémy, could you please introduce us the Youth Job Mobility Project?
So, Rhône-Alpes is composed of several rural areas in which public transportation is extremely limited and people working there have a hard time getting to work. As some of us are living in the countryside, we did face this problem when we wanted to work for the summer and had no means of transportation. That's why we decided to create the Youth Job Mobility Project.
Let's start with a recent rural unemployment figure. In the countryside, 22% of the youth are unemployed. This is where we come into the picture. Youth job mobility addresses 2 important needs, offering mobility to young people living in rural areas and contributing to lowering the unemployment rate. We are targeting 4 particular areas in Rhône-Alpes that have a high rate of youth unemployment.
Our initiative consists in helping young people to pass an European AM license in order to drive scooters so that they could find a job by developing their mobility. Those young people already have a job offer or a vocational training contract but lack mobility. As they are in a difficult financial situation, we offer them the driving licenses, which cost 230 euros. Before providing them the licenses, they agree to dedicate 20 hours of volunteering in their community. For example, they commit to spend time in an association providing food for all people.
Je m'appelle Mehdi de Paris, j'ai 20 ans. Je m'appelle Siad Pradé, j'ai 19 ans.
Moi j'ai le rapport de Souleymane Dodo, j'ai 24 ans.
Je passe le permis AM pour travailler avec des sapins en tant que saisonnier. J'ai à 5 km de chez moi, un moyen de déplacement. Le permis AM peut me permettre de trouver des patrons plus facilement. Je vais faire de la mécanique auto.
Eh bien voilà, bonjour, je m'appelle Frédéric Gazul, je dirige l'école de conduite française à Bourg-en-Bresse. Donc nous sommes spécialisés sur tous les permis. Et la journée d'aujourd'hui nous amène à former donc, en partenariat avec l'association Enactus de l'ECE, eh bien, des jeunes pour le permis AM, la conduite des cyclomoteurs. Voilà. Alors cette formation est importante pour eux puisqu'elle va leur permettre d'avoir un accès à la mobilité dans le cadre de la recherche d'emploi et c'est avec plaisir qu'on participe à l'action de l'école de commerce.
Je trouve très intéressant ce projet d'intégrer les jeunes dans notre association, de pouvoir qu'ils puissent passer effectivement d'un côté leur permis et en retour qu'ils puissent participer à des actions associatives.
You might ask what are our results. 27 driving licenses have been financed since March 2013. 12 youth have already signed a job contract and 15 others are on their way to finding a job. All our beneficiaries are insured and taught the main road safety rules by a professional. Our beneficiaries are strictly selected by our partner, les missions locales. They select the candidates who would most benefit from our training regarding social criteria.
So, which criteria are highlighted? The beneficiaries are aged from 16 to 25. Moreover, they must have a job offer, but no means of transportation. How is their mobility improved? Thanks to our second partner, Edauto. This non-profit organization proposes rental cars for job seekers, but Edauto doesn't propose rental scooters anymore.
So, as to go beyond this issue, we, in Actas ECE INSEEC, have bought 5 scooters, 3 electric scooters, and 2 thermal scooters, as well as 1 utility vehicle. Those scooters have been financed thanks to a grant of Vinci Autoroute Foundation. They are lent at a very symbolic price of €2 per day with energy and insurance.
How have the project been financed? Our project has been financed by several companies like MSA, Vinci Autoroute, and local government leaders. Moreover, the driving licenses will mainly be financed by our third project, Solidarity Clubs, which will be explained later.
In that way, our project is sustainable
and autosufficient.
To sum up the Youth Job Mobility Project, we make job accessibility easier for rural youth, as youth is our future. We raise awareness on social volunteering and social contribution.
We transfer to the youth the communicative skills with a sponsorship, and we assist them in the process of finding a job. So, you might ask, what are our perspectives? Next year, we will acquire 10 hybrid scooters, and we expect to let 26 additional young people to pass their driving licenses.
As we all know, the countryside is not only about young people, but also about local farmers who are facing globalization. That's why we decided to enable these people to widen their activities, thanks to our second project, the Fair Gardens Project. So, Julia, would you please introduce us the Fair Gardens Project?
Of course. So last year we presented you our project Fair Gardens for the first time. Let's remember the context.
Inspired by the organic food trend and the employment rate in the rural region, the Solidarity Gardens Network, les jardins locaux, set up a responsible initiative. They create jobs through small gardens for marginalized workers and sell baskets of sustainable vegetables to consumers.
But we have noticed that these gardens have an exceeding production and lack of distribution channels. Our objective was clearly to develop employability and social inclusion of fair gardens in our region. We are in a business school, so we learn marketing and communication at university. But for us, it makes sense only when we put these skills into a real human project. That is why we decided to commit ourselves to help them to increase their turnover by transferring them our marketing and communication skills learned at university. So, our actions this year, we have created 2 new kinds of recipients and developed one.
First of all, we developed a partnership between Sesame and the Fair Gardens. Sesame is an organization working for welfare employees, and that represents many work councils in a region. The gardens deliver the baskets directly to the company for employees that have ordered baskets. Most of gardens didn't know this organization. Thus, we have contacted them, made communication campaign, and set up contracts between the stakeholders.
Then, our second new recipient, schools. Our action. We created a special offer adapted to teacher schedules. Every week baskets are delivered to schools thanks to our initiative. 379 schools have been contacted by our team, and as a result of our communication campaign, we have reached 10 new baskets. So, it's a win situation for the gardens who find buyers for the supply, and a win situation for schools who provide sustainable vegetables to children and teachers. Finally, our neighborhood in Lyon. Since April, we have set up a project in our own school and hold the delivery point authorization. Thus, our neighbors could also pick up baskets near to teachers and students.
Our results: €12,000 of extra turnover for the 7 gardens thanks to our commitment. 10 jobs will be created thanks to the generated funds. Last year, we had only 2 gardens as partners. This year we have reached 5 more. We have also created an internet platform to be more visible and to easily order baskets for consumers in partnership with the 7 Gardens.
Our perspectives. Thanks to the generated funds, one salesperson will be hired to sell vegetables baskets. We have also the accessibility of new work councils thanks to our partnership with the ECE roadmap, and we are planning for the expansion of new point of sales to local companies. So, to sum up, our project is fair,
sustainable,
and environmentally friendly.
We have just seen how our Fair Gardens project creates jobs by proposing organic food to schools, companies, and individuals.
Now, let's see how we help people in need to improve their chances of getting a job by providing them coaching services and affordable clothes through the Solidarity Clothes project. So, 16, would you please introduce this project to us?
Yes, so as said previously, France is facing economic and social problems through unemployment, but also an ever-growing challenge, which is poverty. The idea of our action came with the observation of the Youth Job Mobility Project, showing that the person without a job are facing obstacles finding a job. For some, it's a lack of mobility. For others, it's the inability to go for a job interview.
In Rhône-Alpes, the INSEE noted more than 110,000 people living below the poverty line. Looking at this number, we and Actas ECE INSEEC decided to help those people being better armed while going to their job interview. Our target are both unemployed youth and long-term unemployed people. And our action consists in improving their chances while going to their job interview through 2 main axes.
Giving them the possibility to buy a second-hand suit for the very symbolic price of 20 euros.
And giving them the opportunity to get advices from well-trained people in recruitment. So, how did you process to make that happen?
First of all, we needed to get the most important, the suits. Thanks to our partnership, the Rotary Club, a worldwide community association, we succeeded in gathering unused professional clothes. Then, we launched a big campaign in our business school and gathered dozens of suits. With all that, we were able to propose a wide range of clothes and also raise student awareness on a social issue that is unemployment.
At a second time, we needed a place to launch our action. We asked the Secours Populaire, a French organization fighting against poverty, and they accepted to let us do our event in their premises.
Finally, we needed people with knowledge that could help our recipients. So, we asked students from our school to be part of the action. Those students are studying their human resources master and need to practice for their future job. So that's a win-win situation. For students, they learn how to better transfer their skills, and for job seekers, how to improve their chances for their interview.
At this stage, we needed to advertise our action by contacting several organizations. We created a partnership with Nos Quartiers du Talent. They help graduated people with social disadvantaged background to be equal on the labor market. Our other partners are la Maison de l'Emploi and la Mission Locale. They are both active in helping unemployed people to get a job. We advertise our action by creating promotion posters that were in all our partners' agencies. Thanks to our partners and our commitments, more than 24 persons came to our event on 26th of April.
Donc, merci pour Enactus. Je me présente, Christian Cadiz. Je suis actuellement demandeur à Pôle emploi. J'ai reçu cette invitation dans le cadre de vente de vêtements.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Nelly, je suis à la recherche d'un emploi, donc je suis jeune diplômée. Et aujourd'hui, je suis venue dans le cadre de l'association Nos Quartiers du Talent, car ils permettent en fait de pouvoir nous aider au niveau coaching, donc justement pour les entretiens, et également en fait la phase de vente de vêtements à bas prix, ce qui est très utile quand justement on est dans cette situation.
This action was a real success, as we sold for more than 400 euros in 2 hours, some that the Secours Populaire normally makes in 1 day, and it was our first event. After feedback, we were happy to learn that almost all beneficiaries were feeling better armed to get a job. They also asked us if we could propose a wider range of activities in which we are working on with beauty dates. Volunteer hairdressers would offer a €2 haircut.
As you could see, our action wraps all the argument from the sustainable development with a social inclusion and a second life for the clothes. The money that is collected is divided in two parts. One goes to the Secours Populaire and the other one allows us to finance our action and the driving licenses from the Youth Job Mobility Project.
So yes,
this project is sustainable.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you a story, a human story. It starts with people facing difficulties. Those people have different backgrounds and needs, as some of them are facing poverty, others are facing unemployment, and others would like to support sustainability. They all want to bring something positive to our society by being real actors of growth. To continue this human story, I would like to tell you a bit about 17 students who, during an entire year, and thanks to a fantastic desire, committed to help more than 100 persons in need, realizing their dream for a better world. That is to say, we, Présentation ECE INSEEC, fought unemployment via mobility. We promoted ecology via fair gardens, and we finally helped marginalized people getting better armed in the labor market. We all have strongly been affected by this human life experience, and we would be very pleased to represent our wonderful country, France, in the worldwide competition. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will now begin the question and answer period. If the judges have any questions, we'll pass the microphone. There's a 5-minute question and answer period.